There's nothing going on in city government that would surprise me or that I wouldn't be prepared to respond to, and respond to rather quickly, just based upon the experience. This idea of understanding the legislative process and having relationships in Lansing and in Washington, tried and tested on how to do what we need to do to make sure that Detroit gets its fair share. And so, certainly you want to have a mayor that understands the internal workings of city government, but I also believe, and it's the reason that I ride the bus, it's the reason I campaign in some of these places that so many candidates don't campaign in, like Cott's and Elmhurst House and Mariners Inn, like the Salvation Army. I was over at New Creations yesterday. These are all places where men are struggling, but they're in programs. They're trying to get their foot on the first rung of a ladder of independence and self-sufficiency, and they're looking for somebody to toss them a lifeline, somebody who cares about them, somebody who's listening for the things that they need to help them. So I'd say that because I think that the next mayor also needs to be somebody that's got a heart for the people and is going to operate and lead the city with some compassion. I've attempted to demonstrate my commitment in that regard by the way that I've campaigned and the time that I've spent in so many of these places where candidates won't go because they don't believe that there's a vote there. Whether there is or whether they're not isn't of importance to me, but I do believe that the mayor needs to know that these are men and women who are trying to get back home, might have made a mistake when they were 17 or 18, a momentary lapse of judgment, and they're 34, 35, and they're still being made to pay for it today. I don't think that's right. I think there's a moral issue there, but there's also an issue that has to do with how that affects everyone else here. And so we need a mayor, I believe, that's going to be the champion for everyone in this city, most especially those who are feeling a little disenfranchised. I want to be that mayor. And so I'm asking for your support. I'd like to have you on my side. My commitment to you is that if you help me make it through this primary, I am going to win the general election, because the lights will be on. There will be no more ducking, dodging, hiding, running. Bankerlay ain't gonna let it happen. They're gonna be calling us out and saying, we want debates. Turn on the lights. We want to hear from you. And when that happens, I'll be prepared to stand shoulder to shoulder with whoever makes it through this primary with me. And I think that Detroit will be pretty clear on who's ready to lead on day one with no learning curve, ready to push the buttons and pull the levers. I believe I'm that person. But there's a lot of work to be done between now and February 24th. If you agree with me, and you can get on this and ride with me, I promise you I'll make you proud. And every day I put boots on the ground, I'll fight the fight for you, okay? Thank you all very much.